Greg, help me out here. You get rid of Derek Carr. Mm-hmm. You go out there and make a deal to get a wide receiver. Okay, great. Jacoby Myers from New England, okay. And you've got this guy who's been hurt the last couple years, but when he's healthy, is a dominant force at tight end. You bring in a new quarterback, and then you trade an offensive weapon to the New York Giants for a question mark, a third-round draft pick. You don't know who that kid's going to wind up being. Can you please explain to me what the hell the Raiders are doing?
I have no idea what they're doing. When you look at Darren Waller and what he provides, like again, we know who Devontae Adams is, right? Mm-hmm. We know what he brings to the table. But Darren Waller is a matchup problem for anyone.
When he's healthy.
When he's healthy.
Yep.
And on the field, you can move him everywhere. And so you get rid of him. You have all these guys who can make plays and interchangeable guys when he's still with the Raiders. But the Giants just got
Giants just got better.
They got so much better.
Yes, the New York Giants tight end situation was the worst. It was like 29th. It's like the worst in the league. This is another example of a dysfunctional franchise. You bring in a quarterback like Jimmy Garoppolo. You surround him with as many weapons as possible. And 24 hours after you sign the quarterback, you get rid of one of those weapons for a third-round pick that might not even play offense. It doesn't make any sense.
No, if you're a quarterback, you a point guard. If I'm coaching the team or I'm managing the team and you're the point guard and I got shooters all around you and I say, no, I'm gonna get rid of one of our better shooters, you're gonna look at me like, what's going on? That's what's happening right now.
There is a story, and I can't tell you if it's accurate or not, as to why Waller got traded. I'm just going to put it out there.
Let's hear it.
Oh, yes, I am. Yes, I am.
I already know what you're doing.
This is the definition of dysfunctional.
Yes.
That, and my picture might be next to it as well. But that's another story for another day. Here's the deal. Darren Waller just got married.
Yes, he did.
And he married a beautiful young woman who's also a star basketball player in the WNBA for the Las Vegas Aces.
Yes.
They're one of those stacked teams looking to steal a championship this year, I was told, okay? So the wedding was a big secret. Nobody was supposed to know. And Josh McDaniels let people know. He, put it out on social media. And as the story now goes, as you see some of the beautiful wedding photos, he was not a happy man. That was nobody's business that I was getting married. And Josh McDaniels, who was not invited to the wedding, he put it out there on blast. And the story goes, if you buy it, that Waller's like, trade me. I'm not playing for that man. He messed up my wedding. There you go. Your thoughts on that, Greg Jennings?
I don't know how
What if Mike McCarthy said, hey, everybody, Greg Jennings is getting married next Saturday?
Well, I would have invited Mike, number one.
Oh, you did?
Really? I would have
invited
Mike.
What kind of gift did he get you?
No, I'm saying I would have. I was
married.
married going into it.
Oh, you got married going in?
Yes, but I would have invited Mike. But I don't know. They're in Vegas. They're both in Vegas. Why would you want to get traded and now you're across the country?
Well, listen, if two guys don't get along, I can't play for you because I can't trust you. And I told you that information privately, and you put my personal business out there on social media. Now we're done. We're done. Maybe that's what happened, right?
Maybe.
And plus, I'll tell you something else. Darren Waller got a head tattoo.
He did.
I don't mess with dudes who get their heads tattooed because they're crazy.
It's a serious head tattoo, too.
Right?
Might be, man, yeah.
You know some guys that probably got tattoos on their heads. You can stay away from them guys, right?
Yeah, I don't know too many. I don't know anyone.
No?
Got a tattoo on their head.
On their head?
On their head?
The only tattoo worse than the head's the face.
I'm leaving. Yo, what's up? You good? All right. I'm out.
By the way, we got to get Kenny's chair up because he looks like Webster.
Sitting over here like Muggsy Bogues.
I'm a little taller than him. Man.
Kenny's every bit 6 feet tall.
I'm 6'2".
Well, you weren't 6'2".
I'm 6'2".
Yeah, you're more like 5'2".
Yeah.
Anyhow, so I just don't understand. If that's what happened, fine, I get it. Let's just divorce immediately so we don't have to deal with any drama because drama's not good for anybody.
Yeah.
But I cannot figure out what. I'll break it down this way: the Vegas Raiders went from Derek Carr and Darren Waller to Jimmy Garoppolo and Jacoby Myers. All right, now I'm not knocking Jacoby Myers. He's been a good receiver for New England, right? Which of those combos would you rather have?
Derek Carr and Darren Waller.
It's not even debatable.
No question.
So explain to me what your favorite football team is doing, Cody, when you have Derek Carr and Darren Waller, not to mention the other guys, obviously, and you trade them essentially for Jimmy Garoppolo and Jacoby Myers. You didn't get better.
No. It's pretty simple. The Raiders have a very good philosophy. Every single season get worse, and they're doing it right now, and it's been a very miserable experience for me. Yes, I hate the Raiders right now more than I've ever hated them. They're a disaster.
Yeah, well, listen, Kenny's a Dallas Cowboy fan.
Okay, so I feel better now.
Yeah, we'll get to them in a minute. The New York Giants, so Joe Shane, that is for them, the flip side of that trade is that the New York Giants just got better. 29th last year as far as tight end performance. You give Danny Jones all the money you gave him, and now you're going to start surrounding him with better players. Getting Darren Waller, and again, he's not been healthy last 2 full seasons, but if he is healthy, and I guess it's a crapshoot a little bit, you are talking about a major upgrade for a team that needed a major upgrade when it came to skill positions on the offensive side of the ball. It is a great deal. And the only other thing I love about it, nobody saw it coming. Yeah. There weren't rumors about it. There wasn't like, hey, I hear Waller's on the move. It was like in the dark of night. The New York Giants just stole Darren Waller from the Vegas Raiders.
Well, a couple things. So this is why relationships matter.
Yes.
Because obviously Dabo and McDaniels have a relationship back in New England. They coached together. They actually worked me out. Both of them came to work me out. Nice. Side story.
That wasn't like an OnlyFans thing, was it? Or was it a football thing?
Wow,
I'm just asking, like,
what is your it's
that's a fair question.
I mean,
it is not a fair question.
Listen, if I have 2 guys working me out, I'm making money. I'll tell you that right now. I'm getting paid. Before and after. I want residuals
what
on
if they
that.
buy you dinner?
Let's get back to football.
Hey, listen, they can whistle sweet nothings in my ear, too, but I'm getting a check. 2 guys working me out. I'm not opposed to it, but I want a check. That's all I'm saying. I need some money. Listen, you throw a woman in there, I'm okay. I'm just saying. Yeah. You get
oh, my gosh.
Working. So anyway, what was it like when they worked you out?
It was a lot of sweating.
I bet there was. I would have oiled up for that, too. But anyway, go ahead.
Anyway, but when you look at the Giants, they clearly got better. 83 targets is what their tight ends had all of last year.
Combined.
Okay. Like, Darren Waller is the type of tight end that can produce 83 receptions.
Sure.
Like,
he's not done it in a couple years, yes.
But he's the type of tight end that can produce those type of numbers. And so when you look at what the Giants lack, they lack pass catchers. It's not just about wide receivers and number 1 guys that you're going to put on the outside. You have to have impact players. Again, Darren Waller has to be healthy, but if and when he has been healthy, he has been a problem, and he has wreaked a ton of havoc in the National Football League.
And he only played 4 games last year. He still had 20 catches, which is a fourth of what their catches were last season.
Yeah, you just got to stay on the field. Again, if he stays on the field, it is a great deal for the Giants. Hey there, thank you so much for watching The Carton Show. You can subscribe right here to get all the latest bits and segments from the show. And by the way, while you're at it, we have a lot of great shows on FS1, so check them out too.